Hello there everybody and welcome back to the railway, and today I'm going to be showing you some of my model shop bargains that I purchased over the weekend. So let's get straight into it. Okay then, so before I show you the locomotive that I bought, I thought I'd show you the wagons. So first up, we have this lovely green mineral wagon. It's got nice thick plastic, it's been moulded very nicely. It's a traditional iron haul wagon. It's got some nice underframe detail. Metal wheels, very free rolling. It's got the basic decouplings. Nothing too special really. Some nice printing. It says Gilbert Deschamps on it. 213. I'm assuming that's a running number. And yeah, let's move on to the next wagon. So the next wagon is basically the same model, but in a more traditional and probably more realistic, just grey iron ore tippler livery. Same tooling, literally the thick plastic, same couplings, same underframe. It's got some nice transfers on it though. Can't really get that into focus, but I have no idea what that reads from where I'm holding the camera. Yeah, I'm assuming that's a running number down there. And yeah, let's move on to the next wagon. So the next wagon is this cool Arnold Sands wagon. This one isn't exactly the same tooling. It seems to be depicted as made out of wood, and I think it's slightly shorter. Now, I don't know much about this company, but it has sands in the name, and I'm assuming this load in it is sand. Now, this didn't come in this wagon as standard, if you wanted to buy it brand new. This has been made by the previous owner with polystyrene. And I must point out that these wagons were second-hand. They were from the bargain bin in my local model shop. They were £5 each, so that's why I bought quite a few. Some nice decouplings, metal wheels, free rolling. Yep, standard wagon, good underframe detail. Right, now let's move on to probably my favourite wagon of the bunch. It's this lovely little Bird's custard van. Now, Birds obviously make custards. You might have had it if you have a trifle or bananas and custard. I don't know if many people know what that is. So you got this lovely white roof with the ventilation things in it. Same old decouplings, typical underframe. But what I did notice is that the wheels depicted to have they seem to be depicted to have white rims, which I thought was a really good feature. But unfortunately, the wheels are plastic. I think they're just easier to paint if they're plastic, since it could distort the metal. Okay then, next wagon. Now this one is another one of my favourites. This is lovely Breedham and Cloud Hill wagon. Now this seems to be depicted to have these white underframes, which I thought was extremely unusual. Same decouplings, some nice wooden detail in the loading bay. And yeah, now I know it says Lime Works, but they don't make lime, as in the food. I have no idea what that means. I'm assuming it means something to do with coal, since a lot of these open wagons are usually coal wagons. But yeah, another one of my favourite wagons. So let's move on to the final one. So the final one I bought was this England's Glory Matches wagon. I'm assuming they make matches. It's got, again, the lovely wooden loading bay detail. Slightly greener and darker though this time. Unfortunately, no metal wheels. They are just plastic. You've got a good underframe detail though. Same old decouplings, and yeah, it's a pretty basic wagon. I think it's a slightly different tooling to the Breedham and Cloud Hills wagon. But yeah, all in all, solid wagon. Another one I would happily take in on my model railway. So, let's move on to the locomotive. Now, actually, just really quickly before we do move on to the locomotive, I remember this wagon that I actually bought with my 08 shunter, which is just sitting in there for the new track plus new loco video. I actually did buy this with the 08 shunter, but I didn't mention it. And I thought this also came from the bargain bin in that model shop. Yeah, it's a nice little iron girder wagon. It came with these rubber bands, by the way, which I thought was brilliant. It's got the plastic wheels again, though. That's the thing. But it is has got two articulating bogies. It's a flatbed wagon. Flatbed wagons are always handy. Yeah, so I just think it's a solid wagon. You can see on the girders, they actually do have a little bit of moulded detail there, which I think is pretty cool. So yeah, let's move on to the locomotive. Okay then, let me just bring it in. Oh, you might be able to see it go through the tunnel. But here it is. It is the lovely Class 52 Western Enterprise. Now, let me show you this up close. Okay, so up close, this thing, right off the bat, does just look excellent. It's got that lovely golden British Rail crest there, which I think is unbelievable. And right below it, we've got the lovely exposed frame bogies. You can see the whole wheel mechanism, which I think is just brilliant. As you can see, it has the etched Western Enterprise nameplate on the side. It's got some cool underframe detail there. You can see the wires, actually, for the mechanism through there. You might not be able to see that on camera, but you can, yeah, very unusual. And then on the roof, it's got some cool vent detail. Not that much. This is a Lima model that was made in the 1980s. And when I bought this with the 6 wagons I showed you earlier. I either was going to buy the 6 wagons, or they had another one of these, but in maroon, with yellow ends. And do you think I made the right choice by buying this with the 6 wagons, or should I have bought this with the other Class 52? Let me know in the comments down below, since I think I could have done better. But anyway, that's up to you. So, I might set up a little running session and get this running with the new wagons. So yeah, I'm just going to do that now. Okay then, so here we are. I've got the running session set up. So on the inner line, I have my other Lima diesel, the Class 55 Deltic, just hauling 2 Pullman coaches, fairly basic train. And then we have the Class 52 Western Enterprise, hauling all of the wagons that I bought at the model shop. And I did add in the steel girder wagon. Now, let's get these 2 running, and then I'll get some shots of them. Okay then, we'll bring these to a stop. So I'm just waiting for the Deltic. And there you go. Then we'll wait for the Class 52 to come round. And there we go. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.